Right, call Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone of Ruel. I am not a member of Great Millstone yet. I've entered into their labors. Peace, mercy, and blessing. Choosing sincere brothers and sisters doing this, wherever you are, whatever your lot may be. So I found this little tidbit here interesting. This is the newest update or the patch pushed to the old YouTube servers, right? The Google servers, however you want to call it. And we got a little interesting link we got. So let's see. You're gonna add context. So let's see what they got to say. And I found it interesting because I've seen some other truther, quote unquote, truther pages, and they don't have this on here. But I guess if you're linking world events to actual Bible prophecy and doing it correctly, then they feel they need to add context to control the narrative, which is how they have gotten subverted a lot of other governments and pretty much crashed other movements, so to speak. It was by controlling the narrative. However, the Spirit of the Lord is out and it cannot be quenched, and you have no say so or authority over where the Spirit goes. The Spirit goes where it wills. I need to get that. I just don't know exactly where it's at. We'll get it right after this. Okay, in response to, you see that there, you may see information panels with links to learn more about that or that in the pokes information. And that was just a sloppy debacle. So now they have to get control of all narratives because that one just fell apart. As you can see, those who have eyes to see, all right, in some places you'll notice, um, yeah, I don't know who that is. Okay, so where we at? Local sources, okay, with links to sources such as health ministries and okay, when you search or watch videos related to topics prone to misinformation, okay, such as such as the landing, okay, you may see an information panel at top of your search um, results under the video you're watching. Okay. I thought that was funny. They put that in there. All right. Straight to the point. Ecclesiastes 10, chapter 12, starting at 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. That means ain't no way around it. If water touches iron, it's going to rust. Moisture in the air, it rusts. It just happens. You can't stop it. That's how he was built. That's how he was programmed. And this is thine enemy, but your enemy, you have many enemies, but your main enemy, who we're talking about at this point right here, is this mofo right here. Okay? Him. Who likes to control narratives and control everything, even in the future. He's going to try to control what you eat and what you drink and what you say, as he's put into motion right now, as you can see. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away. Set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place, neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And that will always happen to you, okay? That will always happen to you. And on a somewhat separate meaning, I don't know if you have seen, maybe it was a couple months ago, it was a brother that went camping, a young Jake that went camping with a group of Edomites, and he ended up getting shot in the chest and in the ass and in other places, and it was ruled an accident. So I don't know. That's a good reason why you should set him not by thee. Stay away, dude. You can never be too careful. Right? And I ain't talking. Sometimes I ain't really talking about your average everyday Joe Smo neighbor, but you'll see soon enough when things fall apart. They will be even your average everyday Joe Smo um, Edomite neighbor is going to show his true colors. It's only a matter of time and condition. Okay. Oh wait, I want 13 too. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beasts? Right? Fat meat is greasy. You stick your hand in the oven and get burned, ain't nobody gonna be. The oven is hot, right? Okay, so we did click the link, didn't we? Yeah, we clicked that. Okay, so we don't need that. Let's see what else is offered so we can get some quote unquote context. So this is a straight Wikipedia link, straight to it. And some of us who went to college, I remember going when I was in college, I remember them saying that Wikipedia was not a credible source. But now, in order to control a narrative, you can use Wikipedia to um, combat misinformation with a source that's not credible. Huh? Interesting. All right. Let's see. What's a C theory, which hypothesizes uh-huh common theme. All right. But all of this can be proven. This can all actually be proven and has been proven and will continue to be proven until the famine of the word comes and they pretty much shut down this internet. But let's get you're exposed. Uh, Jeremiah, also nice skirt is found blood of the souls of the poor and innocent. No. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Jeremiah 13 and 26. So day in and day out, you thought that this internet was going to work for you, but Yahweh Bashim Yahshua allowed you to create this internet. It was a brother that created it. He started the internet, and y'all just, like you do in true fashion, steal and take credit. Okay? Let's see. Jeremiah 13 and 26. What's the title of here? Captivity threatened. No, I don't think that's it. I don't think this is it. Give me a second. Therefore I will scatter them as the stubble pass away from the winepress. This is thy lot, the portion of measure from me, said the Lord, because thou hast forgotten me and trusted in falsehood. Um, nope, that's not it. And I think that he's talking about us. Yeah, I was talking about us on that one. Okay, behold, I am against thee. That's Nahum. He's because this is the judgment of Nineveh, and this is spiritual Nineveh, right? And spiritual Egypt, and definitely and obviously spiritual Sodom. Okay. All right, Nineveh's complete ruin, and that is the also the judgment of this place. Ironically, behold, I am against thee, saith Yahweh of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. And that is happening every single day. You get on Facebook, you get on TikTok, especially TikTok. TikTok is tearing their ass up. All kind of information is coming out, and then brothers will get on YouTube and put their videos up and do with the TikToks and things like that. And then now you have this. You're in straits. You are in straits. What else did I want to get before I kept going? Oh, so I pulled up theory. I did it separately. Okay. Conception, mental scheme from the late Latin theoria. Okay. Oh, damn, I can't type. Sometimes it's good to just re-look it up to see if they tried to change the definition. Conspire. Aspire or plan maliciously, agree together to commit a criminal or reprehensible act. Is it not? Did the Lord not say, be fruitful and multiply? And what are they trying to do? Okay. And everything that is okay, the nature, we got carbon, and they want to get rid of the animals and do all this other stuff. But everything was just fine until what? Everything was a-okay as far as the earth is concerned, because our people, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, while the Israelites have been in many captivities, and there have been many rulers in many nations, or four to be exact, that had control over the earth and the known world at their time, and they never did they destroy the earth like this. It was just up until you got in power. All right, Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked, and he covers up the faces of the judges thereof. He covers the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Right? It's given into the hand of the wicked. We'll hit this. Who is the wicked? That's what I meant to hit. A little farther up. Right here. This is the vision of Obadiah. Okay. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. Thou hast dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, okay, there's your little satellites, all right, in the or the lower atmosphere, or lower earth is what we call it, because you cannot actually get past the firmament. That's where your nest among the stars is. Thence I will bring thee down, saith the Lord. Okay, so I'd like to pair this, okay, because this is judgment upon Edom, right? And you can read that at the top. Let's see. Okay, Edom will be humbled because they are proud, right? And I like to pair that with I did not spell that right. And I like to pair that with Malachi 1 and 4. You can read up, okay, from 2, but I'm going to go straight to the point. Whereas Edom says, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom Yahweh hath indignation forever. So there's a border of something. That means you are the starting point. You encompass wickedness. From the point that you're at on in, you are the encompassing and the embodiment of what wickedness is. The definition of wickedness is you. Let's see what we got for wickedness. Wicked guilt. Okay, wickedness in civil relations. Yeah, okay. So sometimes it is pretty self-explanatory. What's the root word though? Hmm. As violence and crime against civil law. And your crimes against the law of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and against his people because you touched the apple of his eye. We can end ethical relations. Quite fitting. All right, so we hit both of we hit the links there. Okay. And I just wanted to get a couple scriptures on that because I thought that it was very interesting that you see these things now when you have these little buzzwords, and this is leading up to that famine. Is it famine of hearing the word? Let's see. Yeah, let's do this. Amos 8, 11, and 12. Alright, so let's go to Amos 8. So all of these little things, 8 and 11. So all of these little things, he's gradually controlling what you can say. Soon they'll be controlling what you eat. Soon those CBDCs will be able to be programmed to where um, you cannot go and buy certain things that they don't deem necessary. They will determine what essentials are, and then when you go to use your money, you ain't gonna be able to use it on things that you want. It will be things that they deem necessary. All right, behold, Amos 8 and 11. Behold, the day comes, saith Yahweh power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh. Okay, so right, let's keep 12. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh, and shall not find it. All right. In that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst. They that swear by the sin of Samaria and say, Thy God, O Dan, liveth. Okay, so we just want it right here at 11 through 13. And you can see, and people think that they don't want it now, but things, the Lord he's the king of terrors, and he has a funny way of making you want to seek him. All right. Is it 8? Hebrews 8. Or is it 10? Covenant. It is probably 10. It is 10. So here, Hebrews 10 and 31. That's what I was looking for. Because our Lord is a king of terrors. Although he is just, he is balanced, and he is merciful, he is the king of terrors. And it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. And I wonder why the word would say that. And that is a rhetorical question. But I think we can call it there. I just wanted to, because I'm going on 17 minutes. I really meant to only let this last maybe 10, but I'm not going to quench the spirit. So I thought these, in closing, I thought this was very interesting. You can pay attention and see that they are making their move on just turning it up just a little bit more. The dial got turned up a little bit more, and he's going to keep turning it up little by little. And I said in my previous video that um, all these little different things will have puzzles that put together to complete the picture of them of them perfecting what they think that they're going to perfect, but they won't. So little by little, the Lord allows them to do certain things for the fulfillment of prophecy, but at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, right? That's 14, Revelation 14 and 1. And I looked, and lo, and Lamb stood on the Mount Zion, and with him 144,000, having his Father's name written in their foreheads. And I heard a voice from heaven, as the voice of many waters, and the voice of great thunder. And I heard the voice of harpers harping with their harps, and they sung, as it were, a new song before the throne, and that new song is this truth. See, so at the end of the day, they cannot stop this truth from going out. They cannot stop the sealing of the 144,000. Okay, they cannot stop the coming of our King, of Yahweh Shai under Yahweh, King of Kings, Lord of Lords. Right? They cannot stop any of that. He's allowing them to go only so far for the sake and the fulfillment of prophecy. And then when that cup runneth over of iniquity and sin and foolishness and just outright disgusting and vile behavior, when that cup runneth over, he will come. and he's going to make them to drink of that very cup. You are going to drink it down to the dregs. Matter of fact, after this, let's see. All right, they sung as it were a new song, and before the four beasts, the elders, that no man can learn the song of the 144,000, which were redeemed from the earth. Right. So I want that part. Okay, we're gonna get that. So they cannot stop this. They cannot stop this word. They cannot stop it at all. It will come out regardless, up until the Lord says it is enough, and that famine hits. The famine of the word hits, and that's when people are going to be dying, literally dying, to get some guidance, to know what's next, to know what they should do, to know what they need to do in order to be saved, but it will be too late. Let's see. It might be one other one I wanted to get. Um, there actually is two. Because there's one other thing they can't stop, right? And I love Daniel 7 because it talks about these beasts that reign, and that last one with the iron teeth. But after that, the Ancient of Days comes, all right? And I beheld, this is Daniel 7 and 9, I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head was pure wool, like the pure wool. His throne was like fiery flame, and his wheels a burning fire. A fiery stream issued came forth from before him. Thousands ministered unto him, and 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him. The judgment was set, and the books were open. Let's see. And then we'll skip down to the Son of Man being presented, because this is, and I'm just kind of doing like a glossing over it real quick. I want to get just a couple of scriptures here and there before I close it out. Okay. And I saw in the night vision, I behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven, and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him. And there were given him dominion and glory and a kingdom, that all people, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed. So I kind of glossed over the top part, but this is what I really wanted right here. This is what they want to stop, but they can't stop it. Let me get I was gonna end it, man, but now these scriptures is flowing, so let me just hit a couple of these precepts real quick. Is it 54? Huh? Is it 54? Uh, um, doesn't quite fall in line where I'm trying to go. Let's see. It might be a little farther up though. We'll see. Six and nine. So I was in the right spot, but it's too far up. This is what I was trying to get, because the Ancient of Days is gonna reign, right? And that is why it says, for second Ezra 6, verse 9, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. All right? And Yahushua himself is Jacob of the tribe of Judah, and the lawgiver should not depart from Judah, right? That's where it's coming out. So the son of David, he's the root and the offspring of David. David sat on the throne. Solomon, his son Solomon, sat on the throne, who was Yahushua, if you can receive that. And he's coming back for his second throne. And this one is everlasting, and they want to stop it, but they can't. You want to stop it, but you can't stop it. Maybe I could squeeze some juice from this vine real quick. Hold on, because there was something at the bottom. I was at 54. I wonder why I went there. It might be the spirit, so I'm gonna read that too. And forgive me, I'm kind of all over the place, but I'm getting these precepts as they hit me. and I really didn't have anything planned. I just saw what I saw right here, and I just thought that was interesting. This little crafty devil. But now precepts are flowing, so let me just get them. Okay, so stick with me, bear with me. You don't like it, click off the video. I don't know what to tell you, but just bear with me. Okay. So upon the sixth day, thou givest commandments on earth. So 54. I don't know why I went there, but I'm gonna read it anyway. And after these, Adam also, whom thou hast madest, the Lord. So let me read 53. Upon the sixth day, thou gavest commandment unto the earth that before thee it should bring forth beasts, cattle, and creeping things. After these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all creatures. Of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen, who were Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Jacob's name being changed to Israel, Israel being the progenitor of the 12 tribes, who are now the Negroes, so-called Latinos, and Native Americans. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sake. So all that is happening as it is returning, things are returning back to their rightful order. The word was made for our sakes, but the earth was given into the hand of the wicked, right? Because he was given a little season. You can read that in Revelations 20. Revelation 20. He was given that little season, and then when he was going to go forth and deceive the nations. Right, he painteth over the faces, he covers the faces of the judges, Job 9 and 24. And he put his pale images over the dark and the brown skin images with the afros and the beards. The judges of the earth is us, are us. uh, as for the other people which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and hast likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen which have ever been reputed as nothing have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. But we thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, and thy fervent lover, are given into their hands. But see, it's only for a season, for the sake of the story. Because soon Yahushua will be on his way, or he is on his way, and he will arrive soon to set these things back in order. And that is what Esdras wanted to know. When will the earth be returned and have its rightful rulers and be set in its rightful order so that it can no longer be run by a set of unfit devils? Or should I say by a horde of unfit devils? We'll end it here. All right. Lamentations 4 and 22. 21. Let's get 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion, and we're approaching that. We just got to get through Jacob's trouble. The trouble that you experience now and what we have been going through, being the tail and them being the head, and having to go to him for our enemy, for all that we want, all of that was a part of the curses. These are the things that we had to suffer because this was a part of the curses. Jacob's trouble is on its way though. So if anybody tells you that there is no more trouble, that we have been in it, or if we have been suffering, they're a false prophet and they're a liar. Things are going to get bad and things are going to get ugly because this devil is not going to give his kingdom up so readily. You think he's just going, all right, you're right, I'm evil, you can here take the earth, you're right, you can do it better than me. Remember, he is the proud. He ain't going to go down without a fight, okay? He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. You're going to drink all of that. Okay, that cup gonna pass to you, and you gonna drink it all, even the dregs and the gunk at the bottom of it. You gonna all of that. You drinking it all. So I think we can end it there. I truly do. I pray you were edified again. I was kind of all over the place. I did not expect to go this route, but that is just how the Spirit led. So call hello Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakadash, Shalom.